official Felix Zweier. He's refereeing his 48th Champions League game. You may have seen him in the European Championships this summer. He is a top referee. We await the whistle from the German. And we are on the way with PSG kicking from left to right in their traditional all navy blue kit with a red stripe down the middle of their tops, whilst Arsenal in their red tops with white sleeves, white shorts and red socks. So we are on the way. An early ball has gone out for a throw for Arsenal, of which Lewis Skelly will throw it back to Martin Ødegaard, and it's a panicked ball forward. Skelly will try and bring it down, and then it's given away by Nuno Mendes, and there's an opportunity for Arsenal just to attack PSG down the right hand side early on here. It's Bukayo Saka running up against Nuno Mendes, but that's excellent defending by him, and he will play a 1-2 with Kavika Kvaratskhelia. And Jurrien Timber will just knock it through to Mikel Merino as he will play it forward, and ball just bouncing around in the air at the moment. Marquinhos, the PSG captain, will bring it down. It comes out to the right hand side with Desire Doué. Doué will look to take on Gabriel Martinelli, and he just bundles over Martinelli. Arsenal are going to look to get on with it quickly. And the lead up to this game, a lot of people have been saying about how the first goal is the important one tonight. If PSG get it, they may suspect that they can just breeze through to the next round. But it's also important to remember that they were 2-0 up against Aston Villa. They took an early 2-0 lead in the second leg, which meant they were 5-1 up on aggregate. And certainly on that case, everyone thought, wow, tie over. A lot of people who were at the pubs or watching the Barcelona Dortmund game may have turned over to watch that one instead. But instead, Aston Villa quickly got 3 quick-fire goals, and PSG just survived the scare of the Birmingham-based side by the skin of their teeth. So I'm sure there is plenty of drama waiting to happen and unfolding on this pitch today. So it is Jurrien Timber who will play it out to the right-hand side. It's Bukayo Saka. Saka can move it on to his left foot. It's a good tackle by Kvaratskhelia, but then it's given away. It's going to be delivery in by Timber towards Declan Rice, and that's an early opportunity for the Gunners. That could have been an outstanding start for the North Londoners here. It was a brilliant delivery in by Jurrien Timber, and he has just put it straight onto the head of Declan Rice, and he will be severely disappointed. He's 6 yards out, and he has somehow just missed from going inside the far side post, and it has gone out for a goal kick. But that is a really, really great opportunity early on in the game here for Arsenal. So it's Gigi Donnarumma who will kick it forward, headed by Declan Rice. Comes to Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli will look to take on Hakimi. Here is Martinelli coming down the left hand side. Great tackle by the Moroccan. It's going to be a throw for Arsenal, which the ball will be left for Thomas Partey. We know can deliver a long throw. So he just takes a few steps backwards as he looks to prepare to potentially launch it into the 18-yard box. That certainly does look like what he's going to do. So he sends it in towards the front post. It's to Rice. It's a good save by Donnarumma. It's a second bite at the cherry early on in this game for Arsenal's 101 million signing. It just bounced up to him from the long throw, and I think he's just prodded his right foot towards it, and somehow it's a good save by Donnarumma. In fact, I think he's actually come off Martinelli. I think it's come off the knee of the Italian goalkeeper, but that's a good save by Donnarumma. But it's a really good start here by Arsenal, a blistering start from them. So it's Donnarumma who will take the goal kick. He will send it forward. It's one in the air by Declan Rice. Comes out to Martinelli on this left side. There is Martinelli. Thomas Partey will get on it. He gives it to Martin Ødegaard. Space is opening up for Bukayo Saka on the right side of the box now. Inside it, Saka will send it up to the far post. Comes to Martinelli. Martinelli will cross it back in, headed away by Nuno Mendes. Here is Miles Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly on the ball. Come back, good feet shown by him. He knocks it back to William Saliba. It's a really enthralling opening 5 minutes in this game. Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard will go back to Saliba. So here is Bukayo Saka on the right side of the channel now, and he's just bundled over by Nuno Mendes. A bit of free kick for Arsenal, but it's certainly the start that Mikel Arteta will have wanted from his side. He will have wanted a quick pace about it, and he'll certainly be pleased with that so far, as the ball does come back to the man in all yellow, David Raya. Raya will give it to William Saliba. Saliba will step forward. Here is Jurrien Timber out to the right channel now. Bukayo Saka, he's got Timber on the overlap. He'll go inside Will Saka. Comes into a central position now. It comes out to Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli drives in on the box, left-hand side, pulls it across, blocked off well by Achraf Hakimi. And we'll go out for a corner here for Arsenal. Good feet shown by Gabriel Martinelli. He tried to pull it back there, blocked off well by Hakimi. So it's a packed out 18-yard box now. One thing we do know is that Arsenal, especially attacking set pieces, are very competent at the very least. So Declan Rice prepares to deliver. He lifts his left arm in the air. He sends it in. Donnarumma comes out and punches it. Good goalkeeping there by Gigi Donnarumma. He's come out with a good, strong right wrist and has punched it away. So it's going to be a throw for Arsenal. Thomas Partey just drying the ball on his number 5 shirt. Again, they're looking to go direct. Partey will throw it in. It's going to fall out to Martin Ødegaard, and that's an excellent save by Donnarumma. It just fell perfectly for the Norwegian. With a left-footed strike, it's gone past all the players. And I'll tell you what, that is an outstanding save, because he's only seen it late. I mean, we saw some remarkable goalkeeping from Jan Sommer last night. Well, that is one of the best saves you'll see all season. That is incredible save. It's so low, but it's been hit with so much pace. It's bouncing. It's come through bodies. And not only has he made the save, but he's been able to tip it round the post. And that is why he's known as one of the world's best goalkeepers. He's got to stick out a strong left wrist to keep that out. And that is just an absolutely wonderful save. But there is concern here for Donnarumma, because he's gone down with an injury. So the corner cannot be taken. And the substitute goalkeeper, Matvey Zavanov, is warming up. So it certainly isn't a tactical sit down here by Donnarumma, as we're just 8 minutes into the game, and Zavanov has been sent out to warm up, and Luis Enrique will be certainly concerned about this one. Gigi Donnarumma is being helped up, back up onto his feet. The 26-year-old, he looks like he's going to be okay, just looks like he's got a bit of a sore left shoulder. And he's just got a standing ovation for getting back up onto his feet. So it's Bukayo Saka. Saka prepares to deliver the ball in. He lifts his right arm in the air. Saka towards the front post. Kivior tries to flick it on, and Fabian Ruiz just boots it away. Ruiz will send it forward, and it goes out of play, and it goes out of play again for Thomas Partey to show us about his long throw skills. have been really, really good. They've been like a missile into the box. So, once again, the Ghanaian will throw it in. It's towards the front post, headed away, comes back out to Ødegaard. He shoots, it's blocked. Here's Partey. Partey delivers it. Marino will attack. It's headed away by Pacho. Here is Gabriel Martinelli on the left side. He plays it to Miles Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly will come in, but it's a great tackle by Desire Doué, and now coming forward are PSG. It's Achraf Hakimi, the right fullback, tries to just lay it towards Bradley Barcola, but David Raya is out to collect. Raya will just take a few seconds on the ball now, will allow Arsenal to reset. His two centre-backs will go either side of him. He will knock the ball down. And he'll send it out to the right-hand side, of which William Saliba can step forward with the ball. Saliba out to the right channel. There is Jurrien Timber. Timber will drive inside now. Comes back to Miles Lewis Skelly. It's Jakub Kivior. Kivior out to the left channel with Gabriel Martinelli. Miles Lewis Skelly. Arsenal moving the ball well. Gets drifted over the top towards Martinelli, who... Well, Hakimi's gone down. That's good refereeing by Felix Swire. He's just wagged his finger in the direction of the Moroccan, said absolutely no chance, and that's good refereeing. Hakimi felt a little bit of contact and just chucked himself on the floor, so it's going to be another almost set piece opportunity here. Thomas Partey, it's a fourth long throw of the game. He's going to send it in. It's headed away by Marquinhos. Comes back out to Saliba, heads it to the left side where Partey is. Partey, left-footed cross, brought down by João Neves. We'll play a 1-2 with Hakimi. Back with Hakimi, who just knocks it off the foot of Martinelli. And PSG, if they could just ride out this wave of momentum that Arsenal have got at the moment, they will be relatively pleased with that. It's been a real enthralling start to this game. Hakimi throws it inside to Vitinha. And it's a long ball over the top. Saliba is out to defence and heads it towards the left side of PSG's defence. It's Bukayo Saka. It goes back to Jurrien Timber. Timber to Saliba. Here is Thomas Partey. Goes to William Saliba. Saliba will step forward with it. It's Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli with the ball. Here is Hakimi. Hakimi stops him. It's going to be a throw for Arsenal again. Once again, we're going to see the Ghanaian Thomas Partey in his 11th Champions League start of the campaign. And he's come over to take yet another long throw. So Arsenal will surround the front post. It's Partey in. It's headed away. It's cleared only to the edge of the box. Lewis Skelly will head it back towards Thomas Partey. Partey will give it to Ødegaard. He receives it with the outside of his foot and then drives a little bit backwards. Comes back out to the left side to Arsenal's number 5, Partey. Ødegaard gives it away. PSG will loosely give the ball away as well. Here is Bukayo Saka. Saka to Mikel Merino. Merino out to the right side. Here is Jurrien Timber. Timber to Bukayo Saka. Runs out of play. Has it taken a touch off William Pacho? Felix Swire, the referee, has said it hasn't. We'll have a look. I don't think it did. I think it was just really good defending. Yeah, it was. Good defending by the Ecuadorian. And it'll be a goal kick. We're a quarter of an hour into the game now. The score remains PSG 0, Arsenal 0. Of course, it's 1-0 on aggregate to the French side. So, ball goes forward. And it's brought down by Declan Rice. Rice loses the ball. Luis Enrique, as animated as always, both of them are. Luis Enrique and Mikel Arteta, both of them so animated. On the edge of the dugout, a big occasion for the both of them. Enrique has been here before. He is a Champions League winner in 2015-16 season with Barcelona. As Arsenal win the ball, it's Martin Ødegaard on the edge of the box now. Tries to lay off one of his ball, and it's broken away. Here is Desire Doué. Doué will push forward. Doué into the Arsenal half. Doué will turn round and give it to Vitinha. And it goes out to the captain, Marquinhos. PSG have just had 31% of the ball yet. And it comes out to the right channel. Arsenal with 69%. Here is João Neves. Neves with the ball on the halfway line. Arsenal back off in shape at the moment. It goes out to the left side with Kvitka Kvaratskhelia. Goes all the way back to William Pacho. Pacho to Marquinhos. Pacho, who has started every single game this season for PSG in the Champions League. Ball is laid off to Desire Doué. Doué will give it to Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia gets a shot away, and oh, it just bends off the post. That's an excellent chance for the winter signing. And it has just bent round David Raya. It certainly beat the Spaniard in the Arsenal goal. And it's hit the post, and that has just upped the tempo inside this stadium now. Here is Hakimi. Hakimi on the right side. We'll give it to Bradley Barcola. Barcola with the ball. Goes back to Hakimi. Here is João Neves, and this could just be a sensible moment for PSG to just slow it down ever so slightly. And it goes out to the left side now. It's William Pacho. Pacho with it, sends it forward. And it goes out of play. Really nice by Kvaratskhelia then, as he just bent it in off the left side of the box. And it certainly was beating David Raya. Those PSG supporters, you could see them behind the goal. They were ready to celebrate. Some of them were already off and about, jumping up and down, but it just bent off the post. And it's our first yellow card of the game. There's a late challenge that goes in. I think just trod on the foot of Jurrien Timber, and I think it's Nuno Mendes. It is Nuno Mendes who has picked up the first yellow card of the game. He's having a little complaint at Felix Dwyer. Just trod on the foot of Timber. Slightly harsh, I'd say, in a game of this magnitude. You don't want to get booked early on, especially when he's got Bukayo Saka, who's such a good technician in 1v1s. So it's a free kick for Arsenal. Declan Rice was sent out to the right side with Saka. Saka will knock it back to Declan Rice. Rice will deliver. It's headed away, comes out, and it's a shot by Martinelli. And then it's sent forward. It's Miles Lewis Skelly up against Hakimi. Lewis Skelly, wow, that's outstanding. Holding on to the ball, swivelling, turning, and now Arsenal can get going. It's Ødegaard. We'll send it out to the right-hand side where Bukayo Saka is. Takes a good touch with his left foot. He's up against João Neves. Saka potentially is fouled there, but the referee certainly doesn't see it that way. And PSG can get the ball moving. It's Fabian Ruiz back to the edge of the box with João Neves. There is Hakimi. Plays a 1-2 with Neves. And it goes all the way back to William Pacho. Pacho back out to the left side. Comes forward. Kvaratskhelia. It's cut off by Jurrien Timber. Timber with it. Now it's Martin Ødegaard, the captain for Arsenal. Goes back to Jurrien Timber. Arsenal just playing inside PSG's half. There seems to be a clear instruction from Luis Enrique's side to sit off today. Arsenal try and play in front of them. Goes back out to the tricky winger, Bukayo Saka. There is Thomas Partey. Partey, forward ball to Ødegaard. Ødegaard out to the right side. And all of a sudden, the tempo and the intensity of the game has just slowly dithered. As here is Martin Ødegaard stepping forward. Really good run by him. He's going to lay it off to Rice on the edge of the box. He gives it to Martinelli. Martinelli up against Hakimi, and Hakimi can only knock it out for a corner. Really good play previously by the Arsenal skipper, Martin Ødegaard. He's danced through the PSG midfield. Got to the edge of the box. I just think maybe, potentially, he could have had the shot, but decided to lay it off, and there is an opportunity for Declan Rice. Second corner of the game for them. Nicolas Jaubert, the Arsenal set-piece coach, is out, and he is trying to organise his Arsenal side. So Rice puts his left arm in the air. He delivers it in. It's headed away. Comes back out to Ødegaard, but Doué got there first. And then Marquinhos will win it in the air. It's Saka. Saka sends it forward to Marino. Out to the right side. It's a driven ball in, but it's only into the hands of Donnarumma. I'm not sure that was an attempt by Jurrien Timber. It certainly was on target. I would have thought it was more of a delivery in. And Donnarumma just urging for his side to calm down ever so slightly. So it is Marquinhos to Achraf Hakimi. Hakimi slips and gives it away. Rice will look to take advantage. He plays it into Mikel Merino, the unconventional frontman for Arsenal today. Given away by William Saliba. Opportunity here for PSG. It's Barcola into Desire Doué. Doué inside the box, gets his shot away. It's a comfortable stop for David Raya. And William Saliba has to do better in that situation. You can't give the ball away like that on a night like tonight. He tried to just give it to his left centre-back, Kivior. And then PSG raced forward. Desire Doué got a shot away. Comfortable save in the end for David Raya. So halfway through the half now, 22 and a half minutes into the game. We remain deadlocked in terms of the night, but PSG are edging through as it stands to meet Inter Milan in the final. So it's Thomas Partey on the ball. Out to the right hand side, Bukayo Saka. Goes all the way back to David Raya. Raya will send it into Declan Rice. Rice back to William Saliba. Saliba with the ball inside his own half. Finds Mikel Merino. It's Jurrien Timber, this inverted fullback. Sends it out to the wide winger Gabriel Martinelli. He's got Lewis Skelly for support. Goes back to Ødegaard. It's Lewis Skelly who will deliver it in. That's an awful ball in. It's too far and too deep, but Nuno Mendes does get a touch on it, and he's shoved down by Bukayo Saka. It'll be a free kick for PSG. Certainly was a free kick. Saka just stepped across Nuno Mendes. The Arsenal players are down, warming up at the moment. And there has been quite a few opportunities in the game of note to tell you about. The best came to Martin Ødegaard on the edge of the box as he sweetly struck her, but it was an outstanding save by Gigi Donnarumma. But only a couple of minutes ago, the Parisians had an excellent opportunity. They found themselves in behind, but it was a tame effort into the hands of David Raya. So here is Miles Lewis Skelly stepping forward. He's onto the edge of the box now, but he gives it away. Tries to do a little too much. It's PSG. Here is Vitinha, but he's tackled by Ødegaard. It's with Bukayo Saka. João Neves, great challenge, and now the ball goes out to the right side with Hakimi. Hakimi plays a 1-2 with Desire Doué. There's just no real outlet for PSG, or either side really. Neither side have a natural striker on the pitch. It is Desire Doué, he's playing down the middle. It's going to go chasing with William Saliba here, but he's in an offside position, so it'll be a free kick for Arsenal, who will quickly take it. The ball goes back to David Raya. Raya finds Declan Rice. Then Rice takes a heavy touch and does bring down Kvaratskhelia, and we're going to get a first yellow card of the game for Arsenal. And it's the man that won a European title 2 years ago with West Ham United in the Conference League. Just bringing down Kvaratskhelia. Can't really have any complaints about that one now. Zero complaints. He knew he took a heavy touch, did Declan Rice. And then he brought him down. Kvaratskhelia was looking to pick his pocket. And both sides have a player each in the referee's notepad now. Nuno Mendes of PSG and Declan Rice of Arsenal. So it's Vitinha, who is stood over the free kick. Arsenal sorting out their defensive line about 15 yards out from goal. So it's Vitinha who's over the free kick. He drifts it towards the back post, headed away by Partey. Comes out to Fabian Ruiz, who shoots, and wow, what a goal! Fabian Ruiz puts PSG 1-0 up on the night, 2-0 up on aggregate. And that is a truly outstanding strike by Fabian Ruiz, who gets his first Champions League goal of the season. And the 29-year-old who won silverware this summer with his national side Spain in the European Championships is looking to bring further silverware to his trophy cabinet. And it's Fabian Ruiz who just took an excellent, delicate touch with his chest, shifted it to his left side, and then on a half volley, a left-footed strike into the bottom corner. No chance for David Raya, and it's PSG who lead 2-0 on aggregate. And oh my, Arsenal certainly have a lot of work to do if they want to book themselves a ticket to Munich to face Milan. So 28 minutes on the clock, and it's PSG who are 1-0 up on the night, 2-0 up on aggregate, and so much credit has to go to Fabian Ruiz. And Mikel Arteta certainly will be frustrated because his side have been the better team in the opening proceedings of this game. They should have found themselves 1-0 up in truth. They had an excellent header, or excellent heading opportunity for Declan Rice about 6 yards out, and then Martin Ødegaard was prevented by a remarkable save by Donnarumma. But now all of the noise are coming from the Parisians, and Arsenal have got their work cut out here. It's Gabriel Martinelli on the left side, pulls it back for Ødegaard. Ødegaard will deliver it in. It's headed towards Timber. Comes back out to William Saliba, who finds Bukayo Saka. Saka on the right side of the box, goes back to Saliba. Saliba finds Lewis Skelly. Skelly, forward ball, gives it away. Now opportunity for Kvaratskhelia. He sends it to the right side. Here is Bradley Barcola. Barcola shifts it onto his left foot. It's a good save by David Raya. It's out for a corner. But I just wonder whether Luis Enrique and PSG will live to regret missing that opportunity. Kvaratskhelia and Bradley Barkley. It was a 2-on-2 attack, and maybe the pass to Barkley was just a little bit towards his right hand side and he had to shift his body to get back onto it. But it's a good stop by David Raya. That's a real good transition move by Paris. So it will be a delivery in by Doué. Comes to the edge of the box. It's met on the volley by Hakimi, but it goes over the goalkeeper's bar. But half an hour into the game and they have really settled into it now, have the Frenchmen. It was a excellent goal that gave them the opener, Fabian Ruiz, who's provided the difference at the moment. Arsenal with the ball on the right side. It comes back to Martin Ødegaard. He finds Mikel Merino. Timber to Ødegaard. Ødegaard will assess his options. Goes back to Saliba. 1-2. 1-2 again. Goes back to Jakub Kivior. Kivior will switch out to the left side. Too much on it. Martinelli's not going to get there. Arsenal are just going to make sure they stay in this tie now, because if PSG do get the next goal in the game, you feel that it'll be too much of a mammoth task for the English side to try and claw their way back into the game. So it's William Saliba. Here is Timber. Real attacking fullback is Jurrien Timber. He finds Ødegaard. Comes back into Timber. Timber will send it forward. And then it's cut out by Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia will try to take on William Saliba. Takes a heavy touch and it goes out of play for an Arsenal throw. Arsenal getting on with this very quickly. It's Saka to Timber. Timber, right-footed delivery. Rice nods it down for Mikel Merino. He's had to hit it on the spin. It was behind him. It was an awkward one for the Spaniard to try and direct goalwards, but certainly wasn't going goal-bound because it went wide of the post. And it's going to be a goal kick for PSG. In some respects, I think it's fair to say that the first leg between these two sides was particularly reminiscent of the Gunners' quarter-final. Second leg with Real Madrid. Only that time it was the Premier League powerhouses making all of the pre-game noise, only to fail to deliver on the pitch itself. And paying little attention to the pre-match motivational videos and unorthodox tifo in North London. Luis Enrique's Ligue 1 champions delivered the killer blow just 4 minutes in via the boot of Ousmane Dembele, who did equal Kylian Mbappe's record for the most Champions League goal contributions by a PSG player in a single season. One disallowed Mikel Merino goal later, PSG travelled back across the English Channel with a slender but potentially priceless 1-0 lead in their semi-final. And Les Parisians are overwhelming favourites to earn a Munich date with Inter Milan, who of course defeated Barcelona last night in an epic 7-6 tie, two-legged tie, 4-3 on the night as Davide Frattesi won it for the Italians. And history would say that the omens are in favour of PSG. So just break away because Martin Ødegaard is on the edge of the box for Arsenal. He gives it to Timber, but he loses the ball. It's Kvaratskhelia. Goes back to William Pacho, and Pacho will send a long ball forward, but it goes out of play this time for an Arsenal throw. And the reason the omens seem to be in place for PSG is because they have only ever suffered one elimination from a European knockout tie when winning the first leg away from home. Although on that occasion it did come to English opposition in the shape of Manchester United in 2018-2019, and Enrique did oversee a 2-1 Ligue 1 loss to Liam Rossini's Strasbourg at the weekend. Of course, former Hull City manager, now managing in France. That result does contribute to an underwhelming streak of form for the Parisians, who have now lost 3 and won just 2 of their last 6 games across all competitions. But unsurprisingly, Enrique did put out a second-string team at the weekend, which is more that can be said for the men in red and white tonight. Because as PSG were beaten 2-1 in league action whilst resting most of their starters, Arsenal suffered the same fate with most of their big hitters on the pitch against Bournemouth, who became the latest team to capitalise on the Gunners' alarming failures at the back. So it's William Pacho who just wins the ball inside his own box, and then he clears it out. He clears it out off a boot from Declan Rice. It goes out for a throw for PSG. It's a raucous atmosphere here in the Parc des Princes, to which, not sure what's just happened. I think the assistant referee is telling Nuno Mendes where to take the throw, and he best listen because he is on a yellow card. I wonder whether Luis Enrique would like to see his side get a little bit more control in this game now. Nuno Mendes will send it forward. It's Saliba. Saliba will turn and will send it forward. Up towards Mikel Merino. Heads it down towards Declan Rice. Rice shoots. Blocked off well by Pacho. It's Ødegaard. Ødegaard to the left side. It's Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli up against Hakimi. But blocked by Hakimi. Martinelli will send it up to the far post. Headed away by Pacho. Shot comes in from Luis Skelly. It's blocked. It's William Saliba. Send it back towards the left side of the box, to which Martinelli will compete with Hakimi, but Hakimi will win it, and then the man who's known as one of the best fullbacks in world football at the moment will step forward with it. He gives it to Desire Doué, who sends it in behind for Bradley Barcola. William Saliba is not going to see it out of play, and he'll send it forward, chested forward by João Neves. João Neves on the edge of the box now, gives it to Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia up against William Saliba, but Saliba is able to clear it out. And then it's back with Fabian Ruiz, who's just looking to slow it down a tad for PSG. Here is Marquinhos. Marquinhos with the ball now. Marquinhos will come forward. He steps forward with the ball but loses it, and then cheaply given away by Thomas Partey. Certainly gives it away there. And now it is PSG back on with the ball inside their own half. It goes back to Gigi Donnarumma, and then Donnarumma will play a 1-2 with Vitinha, and Donnarumma will send it high into the air, won in the air by Miles Lewis Skelly as he heads it towards Ødegaard, and then I think Ødegaard has actually come from an offside position, so a free kick has been given. It'll be a PSG free kick inside their own half. So it goes back to Marquinhos. Marquinhos to William Pacho. Pacho will send it forward. Saliba wins it in the air. Tries to head it towards Yuri Timber. Does really well to hold on to it. He sends it forward to Bukayo Saka. Ødegaard to Timber. Timber with a forward ball, but he slips as he's hitting it, which means perhaps it contributed to him giving the ball away. And then it's Vitinha. Vitinha will send it out to the right-hand side. Hakimi. Hakimi on this right channel goes back to João Neves. João Neves with it to Desire Doué. Doué slips. The referee just waves play on. Here it is with the goal scorer, Fabian Ruiz. To Vitinha. Goes out to Kvaratskhelia. Of course, these two have already met once this season, as Arsenal ran out 2-0 winners in the league stage. Of course, I should say they've already met twice this season, but they met before the semi-finals as Luis Skelly is tackled by João Neves. Desire Doué inside the box, tries to pull it across, and it's just cleared by Jurrien Timber. And just looked like there was going to be an opportunity there as Gabriel Martinelli made a run in behind. If Ødegaard had got there ahead of the PSG man, then it would have been a real brilliant, excellent opportunity for them in behind. But it wasn't to be. I think it was Luis Skelly just a little bit lax on the ball at times. A couple of times he's been tackled. PSG players are just nipping in and taking the ball off the Arsenal players. It's Ødegaard, sends it forward, brought down well by Mikel Merino. Merino to Declan Rice. Rice will send it out to the right side. It's Timber. Timber goes to Bukayo Saka. Saka against Nuno Mendes. Saka with the ball. He gives it to Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard to Timber. Timber will send it in. Headed away by Pacho. Then cleared away by Fabian Ruiz. And Jakub Kiwior will send the high ball forward, which William Pacho is just going to boot away. Put a bit of pressure on the PSG defence. Marquinhos stands up well and heads the ball away. Hakimi will turn back and give it to João Neves. Arteta is screaming at his side to close down the gaps. Make life difficult for PSG. I do feel that if they get the next goal in the game, it will be crucial. And it's Thomas Partey with it. It's back to Saliba. Partey drags the ball away, goes back out to the right hand side. Bukayo Saka against Desire Doué. And it's Timber out to the right channel now. Bukayo Saka up against Nuno Mendes. Saka drills it in. It's a low cross delivered in, and Mikel Merino just tried to stick out a left boot to prod it goalwards. It's good play by Saka and all. He's only an inch or two away from getting a touch on that, and that would have been dangerous for Gigi Donnarumma. Such a good finish by Fabian Ruiz for the goal. Taking a deflection, in fact, off William Saliba, which helped it on its way. And certainly gave David Raya no chance in the Arsenal goal. One ball that goes forward. William Saliba will head it forward. Skelly will knock it back to Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes will go back to his goalkeeper, draped in all green, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Donnarumma with the ball. He will clip it forward. Skelly is saying he was held up by Jurrien Timber, and Felix Zweier, strong referee, just waves away all protestations. So Saliba goes back to David Raya. Love a goal before half-time would Arsenal. It's Raya in behind for Saka. Saka's made an excellent run. Here he is. Bukayo Saka tries to pull it back towards Declan Rice, but I think he got a crucial touch on the way by Nuno Mendes. And now it's the goal scorer, Fabian Ruiz, moves it out to the right-hand side. Hakimi. Hakimi will dink it towards Bradley Barkley in behind the Arsenal defence. Here is Desire Doué. Doué gets a shot away, and I think it just hits Miles Lewis Skelly, and he is injured down there. The referee has stopped it. A little bit of cause of concern for Miles Lewis Skelly. I imagine he's just taken one to the unspeakables, or rather in the stomach. It's a sore one. PSG will complain because they were in forward positions there, and with Lewis Skelly down they would have continued. I'm sure they will receive the ball again. The referee will drop it with a PSG player. A bit of concern for Miles Lewis Skelly, but he's back up onto his feet. The referee's just going to drop the ball with Desire Doué. Oh, back in play. No, the referee wasn't happy with that time. Doué kicked it before he blew his whistle. And now it's back with Doué. He thought about taking on Martinelli, but instead he'll just go back to Hakimi. Find out how much additional time we've got left. We've got 2 additional minutes left at the end of this first half. PSG would love to get through to the break. 2-0 up on aggregate as ball, I think, has just gone out of play off Bukayo Saka. It'll be a throw for Nuno Mendes. So Mendes was attempting to take the long throw. He does, sends it forward towards Desire Doué, but Jakob Kivior will get there. He'll go back to David Raya. It's not the greatest of balls. Raya does well. He finds Mikel Merino. He lays it off for Declan Rice. Rice has got players in front of him. He's going to turn, gives it to Martin Ødegaard. Now it's Bukayo Saka. Saka delivers it towards the far post. Good defending by Hakimi. He's really good at defending the far post. Saka's just drilled it across towards Gabriel Martinelli. And now it'll be an opportunity for Thomas Partey to deliver the ball in. So Partey sends it in. Headed by Vitinha. And Donnarumma's out of his goal and collects it. Good goalkeeping by him. Good proactive goalkeeping. And he will hold on to it for a few seconds. Of course, he can't do this next year. He can hold on to it for a few seconds, but no longer than 8 seconds. Otherwise, this stage, it certainly would be a corner. He has eventually dropped it, which means the ball is back in play. And it sends a long ball forward. It's won in the air by William Saliba. Then sent forward towards Kvaratskhelia. Competes with Williams. And Felix Swire brings the half to an end. Arsenal had started the better side, but PSG have ended as the better of the two. It's Fabian Ruiz's excellent half volley strike that provides the difference at the moment. At half time, it's PSG 1, gets there. Barkla. Right hand side. The ball. Ball is sent forward. It's into Yuri and Timber. Timber will knock it down to the right channel. Enrique Saka gets there. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia will knock it forward. And then it's headed by Desire Doué. Desire Doué heads it out of play, and it'll be a throw for Arsenal. It's Yuri and Timber. Timber puts the ball in his hands, and then we'll throw it down to Mikel Merino. Merino sends it forward, and then it goes out of play. Just a little bit nitty-bitty in the game so far in this second half. Started the first 10-15 minutes of the game so well, did Arsenal. They looked poised for a full 45 of just throwing attacks down the PSG defence, but they really did settle into the game, did Luis Enrique's team. Bukayo Saka is down with an injury at present. The ball is kicked out, so the referee has gone over to check on Saka. The referee didn't give a foul. Just caught his ankle, did Saka. Ousmane Dembele is one of the players warming up for PSG. He is out there warming up now, and he gets a loud cheer from the supporters. He's been probably their main man this season. He's had such a good season in front of goal as Ousmane Dembele. 8 goals, 3 assists in 12 starts in the Champions League. And he joined from Barcelona on a 43 million deal with the 27-year-old. Ball goes back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma will give it to William Pacho. Pacho sends it forward, and then it's played forward towards Kvaratskhelia. And William Saliba will send it to the left side where Miles Lewis Skelly is. João Neves who's going to break forward, and Thomas Partey commits a challenge, but Desire Doué can now break forward for PSG, and a late challenge goes in by Yuri Timber, who looks certainly defeated with his slide tackle that goes in there. It's a late challenge, just sliding in. And it's going to be a free kick for PSG, left side of the box now. It's Vitinha who puts the ball down. David Raya just organising potential one-man wall, of which the referee is out marking it. Going to be a free kick. It's going to be Vitinha who steps forward to take it. Vitinha will send it forward all the way into the hands of David Raya, who's out and collects it. David Raya will let his players reset. He'll roll it out towards Mikel Merino. Merino will go back to Thomas Partey. William Saliba with the ball now. And it's out to Jakub Kiwior. Kiwior out to the left channel. Kiwior will step forward into the PSG half. Gives it to Mikel Merino, and Merino knocks it out of play. It's going to be a throw for the Gunners. Goes all the way back to the Polish Jakub Kiwior, who did join from Spezia a couple of seasons ago in a 22 million deal. Wasn't signed to be one of the main men for Arsenal, but ever since the injury to Gabriel, he has had to step in. He's done a really good job alongside William Saliba. Did an excellent job in terms of keeping Kylian Mbappe relatively quiet in both legs of the quarter-final against Real Madrid. It'll be a throw here for PSG, which Nuno Mendes has come over to take. So it's Nuno Mendes who will send it forward. It's won in the air by Desire Doué. Doué will head it forward, and Thomas Partey picks it up on the edge of the D, the middle D, but gives it away, which means now that Fabian Ruiz will go back to William Pacho. Pacho will spread it out to Nuno Mendes. Plays a 1-2 with Kvaratskhelia. Here is the man on the yellow card, Nuno Mendes, pushing forward for PSG, pulls it to the edge of the box. Desire Doué gets a shot away, but doesn't get a clean strike on the ball. Goes out of play for a goal kick. Desire Doué just racing forward then to get on the ball, and then all of a sudden just kind of stopped flying at full flight and got his shot away and dragged it wide of the goal. So Arsenal get it forward. It's going to be a throw to be taken by Jurrien Timber, which Mikel Arteta is out. He's dug out to collect the ball. Animated as ever, him and Luis Enrique. Ball does go back to David Raya. Raya will send a forward ball. William Pacho is up. He heads it towards Fabian Ruiz, and Achraf Hakimi can send it out to the right hand side. Here is Bradley Barcola. Barcola with the ball. Gets Declan Rice inside the box. Vitinha. Vitinha's just going to try and send it towards the far post, but Jurrien Timber does really well to just chest it back to his goalkeeper, David Raya. Bukayo Saka just been helped back up onto his feet. A free kick for Arsenal, of which David Raya is getting ready to take, and once again the fourth official is out speaking to both managers. Nicolas Jauvert, the set-piece coach for Arsenal, is out and instructing his side. It's a free kick inside their own half. I'm not sure there's too much you could do about this. So, ball is taken forward. Here is Hakimi. Hakimi will hook and boot it away. And then it's all the way forward to Bradley Barcola. He's caught by Miles Lewis-Skelly. He's the second Arsenal player who goes into the referee's notepad. 10 minutes into this second half now. And it's Miles Lewis-Skelly who just got on the wrong side of Bradley Barcola and has just pulled him to the ground. He knew what he was doing. I think he was trying to be clever more than anything. It was Lewis-Skelly. So it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia with the ball. Going down the left hand side. Gives it back to Vitinha. Vitinha comes forward. Up against Jurrien Timber. Good play by him. He tries to just cross it in towards Desire Doué, but it goes into the hands of David Raya. Arsenal going to have to find a goal from somewhere to get back into this game. So it's David Raya who just drops the ball down and he looks around for his options. He sends it forward. It's a long ball forward. It's knocked down for Rice. Gives it to the captain, Martin Ødegaard. There is Bukayo Saka. Saka gets a shot away and it's blocked off well by Nuno Mendes. Good block by the Portuguese, Nuno Mendes, and it goes out of play for a Arsenal corner. Saka was just racing forward then and got a shot away, so it'll be a set-piece opportunity. Again, Nicolas Jauvert is out of his dugout, instructing his side, trying to give them a couple of ideas on what to do. So this time it's Bukayo Saka who's got the job of delivering the corner. All of the big men forward. Saka sends it in onto the goalkeeper, and Donnarumma's only got the option but to punch the ball over the top of his crossbar. He's competing with William Saliba. Good goalkeeping. So it's Bukayo Saka who prepares to deliver it once more. He raises his right arm in the air on this occasion. He sends it in all the way back towards Donnarumma. He comes out, flaps at it, and then I think it comes off a touch from an Arsenal player. So it'll be a goal kick for PSG. Yeah, it's just been flicked on by Jurrien Timber. If he just left it, I feel like Mikel Merino was coming onto that and may have just headed that into the back of the net, but PSG can keep hold of their clean sheet at the moment. So it's Donnarumma to send the goal kick forward. It's headed on by Desire Doué. Jacob Kivior can head it forward. Nuno Mendes will give it to Fabian Ruiz, and it's hooked forward, which is tempted to be brought down by Mikel Merino, and then Bukayo Saka is this time bundled over by the overzealous William Pacho. Just runs into the back of Saka. So this time it'll be Martin Ødegaard stood over the free kick. Ødegaard raises his right arm in the air. Ødegaard left-footed delivery in. Donnarumma is out of his goal and punches it. It is Fabian Ruiz who steps forward with it. Fabian Ruiz goes back to William Pacho. William Pacho goes back, long ball forward, but then it's given away. Arsenal look to start an attack again. It's Jurrien Timber's just going to try to play a square ball towards Mikel Merino, blocked off by Desire Doué. It's going to be a throw to be taken by Thomas Partey. Once again, opportunity for him to deliver a long throw into the 18-yard box. He sends it in, does Partey. It's headed away by Doué. Comes back out to Partey on this right-hand side. Here is Partey. Gives it to Timber. Here is Thomas. Partey tries to pull it towards Jacob Kivior. Comes to Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard back to Saliba. Saliba will send it to the left-hand side. Here is Mikel Merino. Merino tries to send it down the left flank towards Gabriel Martinelli. Just can't sort his feet out, and an hour into this game now. It's another goal kick for PSG, and they remain 2 goals up on aggregate. And it's Donnarumma who puts the ball down. So it's going to be a goal kick here for Donnarumma to send it forward. A long ball forward, and then Kvaratskhelia has gone down with a head injury. Rolling around at the moment. There's a little bit of concern for him. Just hasn't really got going. I think that's fair to say this second half in this game. It's come off the head of Jurrien Timber, and I'm not sure what hit Kvaratskhelia, but he's certainly back up onto his feet. We're back in play. Hakimi. PSG have had just the 6 shots compared to Arsenal's 13 in this game. Certainly had more of the ball and the better opportunities so far have the Gunners. There's Marquinhos, who's across, boots the ball out. It'll be a throw for Gabriel Martinelli to take. So an opportunity again for Arsenal to pack out their 18-yard box. And once more, It's Thomas Partey on the other side this time. Ball that goes forward, headed by Marquinhos, comes out to Timber, but Doué gets there first and he's blocked off by Erdogan. There's a long ball that goes forward towards Bradley Barkley, who's going to compete with William Saliba. Saliba gets there first and then is dragged to the floor by Bradley Barkley. Saliba can send it to the left side with Declan Rice. Rice to Marino. Opportunity here, Rice delivers it in, and then it's blocked off by Gabriel Martinelli, just about kept in play by Bukayo Saka. Here is Saka. Receives the ball from Timber. Saka left-footed strike, and oh, that's such a good save by Donnarumma. That is an unbelievable save by Donnarumma, because it was a ferocious effort by Bukayo Saka. It was going towards the top corner. And I tell you what, that is a heroic stop by Gianluigi Donnarumma. Just tipped it over the bar. Ah, wow, 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 what a save. That's incredible. With many other keepers that would end up in a goal, but it's a corner for Arsenal towards the back post. Goes back out to Saka. Saka brings it down well. Could he have won a penalty there? Kvaratskhelia is telling him to get back up onto his feet. So is the referee. Here is Achraf Hakimi. 3-on-4 attack for PSG. Gives it to Desire Doué. Doué back to Hakimi. Hakimi right-footed shot. Good stop by David Raya, diving down to his right-hand side. Can roll it out to Declan Rice. And Arsenal have got 25 minutes to find 2 goals from somewhere. In that time, they've got to keep the back door shut. Goes back to David Raya. PSG just seem well in control at the moment. It's a long ball forward towards Bukayo Saka. Flicks it on towards Martinelli. Booted away by Pacho. Here is Martinelli up against the former Frankfurt defender, William Pacho. Gives it to the left side. It's Bukayo Saka. Here is Lewis Skelly. No substitutes in this game just yet. 25 minutes to go. It's Mikel Merino out to Bukayo Saka. Saka up against Hakimi. Drives inside but loses the ball and then eventually does foul João Neves down there. And oh, I tell you what, the referee is going to the screen. They are checking for a potential handball. This is huge. And I'm not sure there was anyone really complaining. So there is a potential penalty check here. The referee has been sent to the screen. And it's for a hand used by Miles Lewis Skelly, who's got his hand out to his body. And it's just hit his hand on the way to the shot towards David Raya. He has given it. And it's a penalty to PSG. And there's going to be an opportunity for them to go 3 goals ahead here. And I'm not sure you can have too many complaints here. Lewis Skelly's got his hand from outside his body. It's brushed his hand, yes, but it's helped it on its way to make it more comfortable for David Raya. I could see why Arsenal supporters will be upset about it, but I don't think you can have any real complaints about it. Lewis Skelly's arm has come away from his body. He's made his body unnaturally bigger. He's blocked the shot from going in, and yes, he's only taken a small touch, but that will have certainly taken plenty to sting out of the shot. And ultimately, that was what VAR has been brought in for, to sort out the clear and obvious errors, and that has clearly hit his hand. And this is a huge, huge, pivotal moment in the game now. PSG with an opportunity from the spot. And it's David Raya who's going to try and delay things for as long as possible. and try and make life as difficult as possible for the penalty taker. Raya throws the ball away. He's having a word with Felix Swire, the German referee. I think the ball is going to be left for Vitinha. It's going to be an opportunity from the spot for him. Vitinha against David Raya. But before that can happen, there is going to be a substitute, and the man who is in the highlights at the moment, Miles Lewis-Skelly, who's given the penalty away, is off for Ricardo Calafiori, and it's Gabriel Martinelli who is coming off for Leandro Trossard, who's the first substitute of the game. Lewis-Skelly and Martinelli off. Lewis-Skelly's had a difficult evening tonight. So, Vitinha against Raya. The referee blows his whistle. Opportunity from the spot. He steps up. And Raya saves it! This could be an absolutely crucial moment in the game. It's David Raya with the penalty save. And that could potentially just give Arsenal a little bit of momentum in this game now. It's Raya down to his left side, and it's a fingertip save. He's knocked it out for a corner. But that was the reason he was brought in from Brentford, for the big moments like that. And now Arsenal, this could just swing in favour of them. There is going to be a substitute for PSG as we await this corner as well. Bradley Barkley is the man to come off, and it's their main man, Ousmane Dembele, who has made his way onto the pitch. So Dembele is on. We are now going to see this corner come in. Maybe the tie will just swing in the favour of Arsenal now. It won't do if PSG can score straight away from this corner. The referee is speaking to a couple of players inside the 18-yard box. So it's sent in. It's headed away by Mikel Merino. It's back out to the man that missed the penalty spot kick, Vitinha. Here is Ousmane Dembele. Knocks it off. Jurrien Timber goes out for a PSG throw, which Nuno Mendes has made his way over. He sends it back to Vitinha. He goes back to William Pacho. Now it's the captain, Marquinhos. So just need to get hold of the ball. Just wonder if the momentum will swing in their favour now. Here is Leandro Trossard, one of the substitutes, gives it to Rice. Here is Ricardo Calafiori down the left-hand side against Marquinhos. Marquinhos gives it away. PSG out to the right side. It's Desire Doué. Doué out to the right channel. Kavika Kvaratskhelia gives it to Desire Doué. Here is William Saliba, sends it out to the left side. Trossard tries to bring down. Trossard to Martin Ødegaard. Spins, turns, plays a backwards pass to Thomas Partey. Goes out to the right side now. Bukayo Saka just needs to run at Nuno Mendes here, but Vitinha does really well just to get back and double up on him, because he's on a booking, his Mendes. He's got to be careful. Here is Jurrien Timber. It's all the way back to Jakub Kiwior. Both sides have had the same amount of shots on target in the game. 6 more shots from Arsenal. The ball's given away. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia coming forward, tries to pull it back, but Thomas Partey. Oh, Partey doesn't protect the ball well, and it's Hakimi who shoots, and it's Hakimi who scores. And surely that is their spot in Munich all but wrapped up now. And it's Achraf Hakimi who has put PSG 2-0 up on the night, 3-0 up on aggregate. And it looks like we are going to be seeing a final between Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan at the end of this month. And that is why he's known as one of the best fullbacks in world football. Hakimi, who's just so attacking. He almost finds himself in winger-like positions at times. It's fallen to him on the edge of the box, and he struck it sweetly into the bottom corner. It's his third Champions League goal of the campaign, and it's a premier moment in the game as Achraf Hakimi has just bent it round Jakub Kiwior. No chance for David Raya, and with less than 20 minutes left now, surely Arsenal have nothing left in the tank now. And there's going to be a further substitute here. And it's going to be Desiree Doué coming off, and Lucas Hernandez, the French defender, is coming on. A man that spent a large part of this season out injured. Lucas Hernandez is on. So potentially a defensive substitute there, because Lucas Hernandez is recognised as a left centre back. There was a little bit of worry coming into the game from the Parisians about where their goals were going to come from, with Ousmane Dembele not fit enough to start. Well, they do not need to fear, because their holding midfielder Fabian Ruiz has scored, and then their right fullback Hakimi has chipped in with a goal. Ball goes all the way back towards David Raya, but all of the noise at the moment coming from the PSG home end. Could certainly be the killer goal in the game. So it is. Rearing Timber just knocks it off Ousmane Dembele. He's asking for a yellow card because Dembele was stood in his way. The referee decided not to give it him. Saliba goes into Thomas Partey. Saliba to David Raya. David Raya with the ball. Send it forward, all the way forward, and it's all the way through to Donnarumma. Donnarumma is then going to bring it back into his box and then going to lie on the ball for what you would suspect a lengthy amount of time. That's something that, as I mentioned in the first half, will be getting taken out of the game with that 8-second rule coming in, where the goalkeeper holds onto the ball for longer than 8 seconds. A corner will be awarded. So it's Jurrien Timber who heads it forward. Ousmane Dembele is unable to bring it down, and then Jakub Kiwior will try and switch it towards Leandro Trossard, who will compete with Marquinhos. Trossard gets there. Trossard tries to pull it back there. Saka, opportunity for Bukayo Saka. Saka scores for Arsenal. This screams of a foul in the build-up, but that could be a huge goal for Mikel Arteta's side. It just fell for Bukayo Saka. People are adamant that Leandro Trossard fouled Marquinhos, but he's gone down too easily as the PSG captain. And then Trossard has just tried to pull it down, and it's deflected off a PSG player. The referee's wave play on, it's deflected off William Pacho, and then it's just fallen to Saka, whose original shot was blocked well by Lucas Hernandez. But then Saka scored, and now PSG with a extra defender on are going to have to defend. Arsenal have 15 minutes to try and find 2 goals. It's Leandro Trossard. The PSG players and supporters were asking for a foul in the build-up. They felt that their skipper Marquinhos was fouled by Trossard, but the referee just waved play on. It's a ball that goes forward. Mikel Merino will head it towards Trossard. Here is Merino on the left side. Delivery in by Merino towards Bukayo Saka again. The referee's been screamed at by Donnarumma. It's Nuno Mendes who just holds his ground to see the ball go out of play. Assistant referee near him will tell him to get on with it quickly. Mikel Arteta will know that his side, their season hangs in the balance here. If they do not win a trophy this season, it will be seen as pretty much a failure for Arsenal, despite promising spurts, making the Champions League semi-final and what looks like finishing the Champions League spots for next season. They have not won a trophy yet again, and ultimately elite level football, that is what you're judged at. And Mikel Arteta, with all the money that he has spent at the Emirates Stadium, he has not seen enough silverware. So 12 minutes to go, and Arsenal have got to find a couple of goals from somewhere. Ball goes back to Donnarumma, who finds his captain. Goes out to the right side, gives it away. Here's Declan Rice to Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard gives it away on the edge of the box. Frustrating play by the Norwegian. Saliba goes back to David Raya. Raya will switch out to the right side. It's Luis Skelly will head it towards Mikel Merino. Brought down well by Thomas Partey. There is Partey. Jakob Kiwior. Here is Mikel Merino. Merino out to the left side. It's Leandro Trossard. Trossard thought about the early cross, but he'll turn back. Gives it to Saliba. Here is Trossard. Here is Ricardo Calafiori inside the box. Tries to pull it across. Saka! Oh! He's got to score! Bukayo Saka. He absolutely has to bury it into the back of the net. It's pulled across well by Calafiori. It's an open goal for Saka. Oh, it's just bounced in front of him, the Arsenal number 7. And he has somehow not got an equaliser on the night. And Arsenal's 23-year-old Bukayo Saka has ballooned it over the crossbar. Mikel Arteta is remonstrating with the fourth official at the moment about the length of time that Donnarumma is taking on these goal kicks, and he is wanting to see that his side will see the additional time be added. The ball goes forward towards Bukayo Saka, who's just missed an open goal. It's Declan Rice. Rice gives it away. Heavy touch by Thomas Partey. Timber breaks forward. Timber potentially fouled by Nuno Mendes. No, the referee waves it on. Mendes will send it out to the right hand side now. It's Kvaratskhelia running at the Arsenal defence. 20 yards out now. Inside the box to Fabian Ruiz. Pulled back for Ousmane Dembele. Saved by David Raya, who's just able to push it away. And then a foul goes in on João Neves. Catch him late was Mikel Merino. Just pulled back for Ousmane Dembele. David Raya, should I say, nearly misread it. Just pushed it high. Jurrien Timber is sat down at the moment. He seems to be sore. The physios are going to be called onto the pitch to have a look at Jurrien Timber. I do sense a little bit of nerves from the PSG team. Jurrien Timber looks like he's going to be okay to continue. Actually, Ben White is stripped off and looks like he could be ready to come on. So Vitinha, the man that missed the spot kick for PSG. Lays it off for Hakimi. He's going to shoot from distance. Raya thought about saving it, but pulled out of it at the last second, meaning it wasn't going to go out for a corner. Decent effort by Hakimi. And Raya nearly thought about making the save, but he certainly had his angles covered. Yeah, we're not going to see that substitute come on just yet. Ray is going to go long, and it goes all the way through towards Bukayo Saka. Gives it to Mikel Merino. Here is Declan Rice. Rice is able to turn. He delivers the ball in. It's blocked off well. Here is Timber. Rice goes back to William Saliba. Thomas Partey forward ball to Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard gives it away. And now Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes will send the ball forward. Sends it forward, and Hakimi takes a heavy touch, and it goes out of play for a Arsenal throw. We are now going to see that substitute. So it's Jurrien Timber off, and it's the Englishman Ben White on. He's on for just his 9th Champions League appearance of the campaign. Started just the 4 games, and joined from Brighton in a 50 million deal. And then Martin Ødegaard commits the infringement. He is having a little moan at the referee at the moment. PSG taking quite a few seconds over every free kick at the moment. It's Vitinha that will just play it short to João Neves. It's been an absolute revelation here in Paris. William Pacho will send it forward. It's laid off. Lucas Hernandez goes back to Pacho. Pacho will go all the way back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma will clip it forward. Brought down well by the goal scorer Hakimi, who just knocks it off Ricardo Calafiori, and it'll be a throw now for PSG. They've done really well to just slow down the momentum of Arsenal ever since they've scored. I'm saying that, Bukayo Saka did miss an open goal not too long after he got his first goal of the game. So it's a long ball clipped forward. Trossard will competes with Marquinhos. Marquinhos will hook it forward. It's stopped off well by Jakub Kiwior. Now João Neves finds Ousmane Dembele. Oh, poor defending by William Saliba. It's going to be pulled back. Here is Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia on the ball. William Saliba getting tight to him, trying to not commit the foul. Kvaratskhelia just falls down. Arsenal then give the ball away to João Neves, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. And oh, Kvaratskhelia just lashing out at Ricardo Calafiori there, just shoving him to the ground. A little bit of playground stuff between the two of them. A yellow card to Calafiori and a yellow card to Kvaratskhelia. The 4th and 5th yellow card of the game. Still having a few words with each other down there. If anything, that suits PSG because it slows a bit of time down here. Ricardo Calafiori was just trying to get the game, and then he was shoved to the ground. Lucas Hernandez potentially pushed Saka in the back there, and then a long ball goes forward, and it's going to be a yellow card. Free kick. Not sure what the free kick's been given for, but it's Bukayo Saka that's picked up the yellow card for Arsenal. Not happy, I don't think, was Bukayo Saka that he didn't get the foul for the little nudge in the back. Oh, it's a bit soft. It's a bit soft, Saka, in truth. Yes, it was a little shove in the back, but as well put a feather in the back of Bukayo Saka. Doesn't need to go down that easily. I'm not sure what the free kick has actually been given for, though. I think it's given for dissent, actually. The referee has risen his arms. It's an indirect free kick. It's Fabian Ruiz. He's able to see the ball out, and Mikel Arteta is still screaming down to the referee, telling him to add on this time. So animated, the both of them. It's all the way back to Gigi Donnarumma. It's Donnarumma who send it forward. It's all the way towards Ricardo Calafiori, heads it out of play. PSG have done really well at just slowing down the tempo of this game. Gonzalo Ramos is in conversation with Enrique at the moment. He looks to be the next substitute to come on for PSG. It's Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard sees the ball go out of play off a touch by Fabian Ruiz, a man that scored the opener on the night. It's going to be left for Thomas Partey to take, but before he could take it, there's going to be a further substitute, and it's going to be number 25, Nuno Mendes, coming off. Not many managers with 2.5 minutes to go would take off a defender for a striker when they're seeing out a lead. That's what they're doing here. It's Gonzalo Ramos who's on, who arrived from Benfica in a 54 million deal. He was a man that did pretty well for Portugal in the European Championships this summer. And he's on the pitch, but it's Partey who's going to throw it in. It's headed away. It's back out to Thomas Partey. Partey delivers it in. Ben White attacks it, but it's going to be a goal kick, and the celebrations from PSG, who can surely smell that Champions League final now. A date in Munich with Inter Milan is what beckons for the winners of this title. At the moment, PSG look like they are comfortably heading through to the next round. So it's a long ball that goes forward, because all the way forward and out of play. Mikel Arteta will run over to keep it, to get it into the hands of Declan Rice. Rice will send it forward. It's flicked on. Martin Ødegaard will try and bring it down. It's Kavika Kvaratskhelia who can run at the Arsenal defence up against Declan Rice. Ricardo Calafiori dives in and knocks it out for a PSG throw. There's not long left now, less than 30 seconds of normal time, and the game is just running away from Arsenal. So ball goes forward. It's knocked out by Ricardo Calafiori. There's going to be 5 additional minutes at the end of this second leg. It's Gonzalo Ramos who's trying to hold the ball in the corner for PSG. Ramos just kicks it out of play. So we've got 4.5 minutes left in the game now. It's David Raya who is going to just send it long. Going to try and play off the second balls now. Kel Marino is up there. He heads it on, but it's all the way to Hernandez. Goes back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma forward ball. It's Ben White. It's Thomas Partey. Declan Rice. There is Mikel Merino. Partey out to Ricardo Calafiori. Arsenal have now got 4 minutes to find 2 goals. It's Leandro Trossard. Trossard sends it back to Saliba. Saliba to Ødegaard. Ben White now inside the box. White to deliver. It's flicked on by Mikel Merino, but he is unable to find the back of the net. It's going to be a goal kick for Donnarumma to take. Just a flick by Mikel Merino, and it was not heading goal bound. And PSG, and the supporters certainly can feel a Champions League final coming their way. They have had to knock out 3 English sides on their way to the final. They had to beat Manchester City in a crucial game as well in the league stage, when at one point it looked like PSG weren't even going to finish in the top 24. It looks like they're going to be in the top 2 here, unless you get a little bit of magic from Arsenal. It's Declan Rice. Comes back to Thomas Partey. Finds Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard on the right side. Goes back to Ben White. Thomas Partey. Here is William Saliba. Ødegaard to Partey. Good play here. Jakub Kiwior. Leandro Trossard. Trossard. Opportunity here. Can he pull the trigger? He can, but it's blocked off by João Neves. Kiwior's going to see it out of play. It's going to be a throw to be taken by Ricardo Calafiori. Instead, he's going to leave it for Thomas Partey. Just going to have to get the ball into the box, but we've got 2 minutes left now. This is certainly last chance saloon for Arsenal. 2 minutes, 2 goals. Can they do it? Partey will send it in. It's flicked on. Comes to Trossard. There's a push in the box. There's certainly a push in the box by a PSG player. There's Arsenal players that have gone down. And now Lucas Hernandez is reacting to a little bit of shoving from Mikel Merino. It's Donnarumma who's got the ball in his hands. The Arsenal supporters in despair watching on. It's Gigi Donnarumma who will send it forward. Goes all the way forward and out of play for Ben White. Ben White picks up the ball. We give it to Declan Rice. Rice out to the left hand side, brought down well by Hakimi. Hakimi plays an inside ball to Ousmane Dembele. Dembele will go back to Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz with the ball now. All the way forward. David Raya will bring it down. There is William Saliba. Saliba. Forward ball down the right hand side. Bukayo Saka. Saka could pull it back towards Mikel Merino, but it's the Brazilian captain Marquinhos who clears it away. PSG board of directors not ready to celebrate just yet. Partey's going to send another long throw into the box. We are past additional time. We're literally into last chance saloon. Thomas Partey sends it in. It's cleared away, and PSG are in a Champions League final. They are on their way to Munich. It's going to be Inter Milan against Paris Saint-Germain in a Champions League final in Munich. It's despair for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal as they exit at the semi-final stage. But you cannot say that PSG do not deserve the win today and over the 2 legs. And it's PSG who will join Inter Milan and will battle for the biggest crown in European club football. It finishes here. PSG 2, Arsenal